My Passion Time project, I am doing uncommon creatures. Uncommon creatures such as this I'll copy right here. And my essential question was, what are some facts about creatures that are uncommonly known that I can share with the world? And I have like a page with some of the uncommon creatures that I researched. Like I have the maned wolf, and the maned wolf gets its name from the mane on its neck that stands up when it senses danger. And the maned wolf is an omnivore. And the maned wolf is an omnivore, and it's near threatened. It has incredibly long legs, as you can see, and it looks kind of like a fox and a deer. The flying snake doesn't actually fly, but they can glide through the air by flattening out their bodies and flaring out its ribs, and this makes them better gliders than the flying squirrel. And they go like in a pattern like this, so it can help them turn and move through the air. The Chinese water deer are nicknamed the vampire deer because of their tusks, like you can see here, which are used during territorial battles. And like, they're a near threatened species. They're native to China and Korea, and they graze. So when they graze, their tusks can move slightly backward, so they can graze better, because. And axolotl are also known as the Mexican salamander, and they keep some of their larval features for life, which is a rare trait called mutiny. And they live exclusively in the lake complex of, well, here, because I can't read it very well, Exochimbilico, and they're an endangered species. They're also sometimes kept as pets. And axolotl, they keep their larval features, which is really interesting. Their jerboa is like a rodent, and it has a mouse-like head and body, cat-like whiskers, and owl-like eyes, squirrel-like ears, kangaroo-like legs, and prairie dog-like arms. And it has a long tail that it uses for balance. Here I'm going to show you the jerboa and images. See, that's its kangaroo-like legs and the long tail that you couldn't see before, that sometimes has a tuft and sometimes it doesn't have a tuft at the end of it. But that's what a jerboa looks like. And this is a garanuk, which means giraffe-necked in Somali, and it's really just a long-necked antelope, and it can stretch up on its hind legs, and it uses its long neck to eat leaves on the trees. And they don't drink water because they can get their water from the food that they eat. They're found in eastern Africa, ranging from Somalia to Kenya. Yaya lives in the rainforest of Madagascar, and they may look freakish, but they're fine. And they have large bushy tails that are bigger than their bodies. And they're omnivores and they're primates, so that means they're related to humans. They are critically endangered because people hunt them, and they're hunted because they look freakish, and some people think they can be a bad omen, so they kill them to make the bad omens go away. And okapi are animals that are related to giraffes, and they're the only known living relatives to giraffes, and they have a long tongue, and they also have zebra-like stripes. And the okapis live in the rainforest, and they use their stripes as camouflage in the partial sunlight. And also mother okapis, like the baby okapi, uses their stripes to follow their mother, so that they can follow them easier, like through the rainforest or wherever they are. So the stripes are also for the baby okapis so that they can be able to see their mom through the forest, or the rainforest. And I also made a comments and question page if anyone has any comments or questions. The name is not required, and I have like a small form right here, and then the comments and questions can be submitted right here. That's all for my Passion Time project. Thank you for listening.